Caution. Side effects include groan-worthy puns and a sudden urge to tell everyone in the car, "Don't make me turn this podcast around."
Hey, welcome back to Dad Space, podcast for dads by dads. It's 2026. I know. I'm actually recording this. Secret, don't tell anybody. I'm recording this on December 31st, 2025. This is Dave from the past talking to you in the future. So hope your February is going to be amazing as we look forward into the next month here on Dad Space. We're ending off December. At the recording, you're listening to this in January, and I'm already thinking about February. So what a great mix. Now, have you ever been kicked in the pants? I have, and I got kicked in the pants by a video, which I have linked in the show notes. I'd encourage you to go watch. You're going to need to watch it more than once. Yeah, go see the video that kicked Dave in the pants. It's in the show notes. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to Dad Space. Nice to have you here. Now, not everybody's going to admit being kicked in the pants, but I was, and the video is amazing. When I'm recording this, remember, this is recording back in December 31st. So it's the end of the year, and, people are thinking about resolutions and starting off December, going from December to January, and what am I going to do different in 2026? And this video is by Daniel Pink, and Daniel's challenging us, if you want 2026 to be the best year of your life, then please watch this video. And it, at the time of recording, he released this on December 29th, 2025. He's got 131,000 views for this. So you'll see it in the future, and you'll see where he's at by the time you get to this. But I want you to watch the video for this. You can pause me right now if you want and go watch the video and come back, whatever you want to do. But we're going to break down his 4 key elements of what he talks about in this video, specific for you as a dad in 2026. I want to expand on his thoughts, add my kind of commentary to what he did, but go to him first because he's the source of all this. I didn't make this up. This is not my stuff. I just want to comment on it because I find for us as dads, there's so much value baked into what he talked about in this video, wrapping up 2025, that I think could really help all of us, myself included, and my butt's still sore from being kicked by watching this video. So protect your butt and go watch the video and see if it has an impact for you. But we're going to talk about, this episode's going to talk about what we're going to be doing in the next 4 episodes as we kind of unpack what is displayed to us and taught to us through this video. We're going to expand on it a little bit more, tailor it to you as a dad and to you as for your family's sake. And so let's just talk a little bit high level. And then next episode, next week, we'll be back to break down the first act of the 4 acts that we're going to get in this video. So yeah, I'm glad you're here. So dads, imagine 2026 as the year that you finally crush it. Like you just, all the stars aligned, everything was perfect. And it was your year. Not just at work, but as a husband, a father, and a man that your family deserves. 2026 is your year. No more January resolutions that fizzle out in February by this time. This isn't fluffy motivation. It's a battle-tested, science-backed framework that we can put into place as dads. And we're going to break down these in these next 4 episodes after today here on Dad Space. We're going to go deeper into how we can build a life of structure and momentum and really a great driving force for us as dads in 2026. So in this intro episode, kind of an overview, there's 4 acts that we see in this video we learn about. And we're going to break these down over the next 4 episodes. But these 4 acts are here to design kind of a breakthrough year for us as dads. And the first act builds on clarity. We're going to talk about things like regret reviews, a pre-mortem instead of a post-mortem, themes for 2026, and a 90-day session in a season for us as dads. And then Act 2, the second episode in the series, we're going to be talking about creating structure, our first hour protection, 2-minute rules, and shutdown rituals, which I found really fascinating in the video. Again, go to the video, you'll get all the information. And then Act 3, we're going to be talking about what fuels our motivation. The 85% rule, mentioned in the video, we're going to talk about that more. Friction design and small wins. And then the last in the series, of these 4 series, we're going to be talking about what drives your renewal. Having a challenge network, a to-don't list, and gratitude. We're going to focus on how we can take these things and put them together and pick the things that work for us, discard the ones that don't. But we're going to watch things change in 2026. And in the video as well, we get the chance to get an actual book that accompanies the video. And it's free for you to access. It's danielpink.com/workbook. Link in the show notes. But Daniel gives you an actual book that goes along with the video. And I'd encourage you to get it. You have to give him your email to get the book. But give him your email, get the book, and then let's work on this. If you can print it off, great. If you can use it as a prompt, great. But I think this is a great idea for us as dads, that we can really focus in on this and we can learn a lot. So I'm encouraging you then to tune in for the next 4 episodes. Episode 1 is going to be Act 1, about clarity. Our next episode after that's going to be about structure, is Act 2. Act 3 is about motivation, and then Act 4 is about renewal. So what are some of the questions that I think are going to be answered over the next 4 episodes based on Daniel's video? Again, go watch the video. It's amazing. Here are some of the questions I think that we're going to answer together by going through the next 4 episodes. And maybe some of these are going to resonate with you. So some questions for us dads specifically is like, how do I turn 2025 regrets into 2026 rocket fuel without beating myself up? It's a great question. What about, what is premortem, and how does imagining failure now guarantee family wins later? Why should I pick one word as my yearly theme, and how does it keep me focused amid dad chaos? What about, how do 90-day seasons beat vague New Year's goals for consistent progress? What about, why protect your first morning hour like Fort Knox? And what deep work crushes dad distractions? What 2-minute rule, and how does it clear mental fog for better parenting? What is this 2-minute rule? What is it? How do I use this? How does a Friday shutdown ritual free your weekends for real family time? And why run a Sunday reset to make Mondays a launch pad instead of a dreaded reality that are Monday mornings ahead of us? What can we learn from a chef as far as preparing like a chef? And how does this help us to make dad habits automatic? What can we learn from a chef? We're going to talk about that. Why walk 15 minutes a day? And how is it going to spark geniuses? And how does it have an impact on people like Steve Jobs, for example? What is the 85% rule for goals? And like, how does this build unbreakable dad grit for me as a dad in 2026? How do I rewire my brain to see discomfort as growth, not failure? What are friction hacks? And how do we make bad habits like doom scrolling harder and good ones like workouts easier for dads? What is a public promise? And who's your one accountability brother or contact? And why skip the social media blasts? Small wins rituals. Logging 3 daily progresses and how it snowballs motivation for busy dads. What's a challenge network? How to build 2 to 3 truth tellers who call you out on your blind spots every week. How do you curate your own circle? Dad trio of challenger, creator, and coach. Who are yours? We're going to cover all this stuff. I love this. This is amazing. I want to put this in question format because this is what people are typing into search. And what is a to-don't list? We have to-do lists all over the place. My wife has many for me. What's a to-don't list? Cut one energy vampire quarterly. What's yours for Q1 2026? What are you cutting out of your life? What's sucking the life out of you? Put that on your to-don't list. What's a micro-Sabbath? 15 minutes of stillness. How does it restore your dad brain every day? And what's the power behind 26, because 2026, what is the power behind 26 thank you notes? One every 2 weeks, why it boosts your happiness and your family bonds. Dads, don't wait for perfect conditions. Through this next 4-act system that we're going to be talking about based on this video, you're going to have everything you need for clarity and then structure and then fuel and renewal. Your family's future is going to thank you. And I think this video is really becoming one of the things, the frameworks for me as a dad in 2026. So I'd encourage you again, if you haven't watched it yet, watch it now. Go to the link and leave a comment in there for Daniel as well in the video. Let him know that you're watching it and that there's value. I know as creators, we love reading comments. Even these big creators love the feedback. And your comments might help somebody else in the comments as well. So I'm encouraging you to go and click on Daniel Pink's video. If you want 2026 to be the best year of your life, please watch this video. It's the name of the video. Link in the show notes. Watch the video and then come back next week as we break down Act 1 from Daniel's video. We're going to expand on it. We're going to tailor it for you as a dad. I'm thrilled to have you here with us. So this is just a short episode because I want to give you time back to go watch Daniel's video, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Join me back here for the next episode. Act 1 starts next week, and it won't be the same without you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for taking the time to click on Dad Space and let another dad know that in 2026, you're going to clean up your act over the next 4 acts, and your life is going to be better as a dad through Daniel's video and Dad Space. Thanks for being here. Talk soon. See you next week. Hey, dads, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of the podcast. Thank you for following the show. I'd encourage you to do just so if you haven't done so already. Look at your phone. There's like a little follow button or subscribe, or I don't know what it says on your screen, but there's like a little button at the top of the screen. If you click that button, that means every time a new episode of Dad Space shows up, it goes right to your phone. It's waiting for you whenever you're ready. So you don't have to try to remember, what's the name of that show? Space Dad? No, Dad Space. It'll show up right there for you if you follow the show. That'd be great. If you listen on Spotify, like I do, I'm a Spotify user. You can actually leave a comment in every episode, and I will respond as your faithful host to any comments you leave in the episodes. So please jump in. Love to read your comments, your thoughts about the episode. That'd be fun. And if ever you just want to hang out with another dad, you got a few moments on your time in your day, in your week, and you're like, I'd just like to grab a virtual coffee with Dave. You can always buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com, but you could also just join me for a virtual coffee and we could just chat about dad stuff. I'm always looking forward to meet the people who listen to this show. That brings me a lot of joy. So dadspace.ca, all the information in the show notes. And thank you for being here. And thank you for sharing this podcast with one other dad. I really appreciate you. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you on the next episode. Take care.